Sag, welcome to your 3-month overview. I hope you are well. I hope you are fabulous. Today we're going to take a deeper look at the summer months, specifically July, August, September. This is not your reading. This is the baseline I'm using for all 12 signs as it concerns itself with the 3-month overview. Let me explain. 7, July, the Chariot, Cancer season. Yeah? 8, August, Strength, Leo season. 9, September, the Hermit, Virgo season. There you go. The bottom row concerns itself with the energy behind the next several months, yeah? So the sun. Are we living in accordance to the sun? Are we doing, in fact, what makes us happy? Are we living it? Are we part of it? If so, fantastic. If not, how do we get there? Do we need to make adjustments? Or is our idea of the sun shifting and changing? All right? The Tower. Anything that's unexpected or untoward we should be made aware of. And then, of course, Judgment. Any imperative decisions from within us, outside of us, from the universe. Those lessons, those whispers. Are we heading in the right direction? Are we listening? Are we in tune? All right. If you'd like to catch up on some old 3-month overview messages, they are in a playlist for you. All right. And the last one obviously was April, May, June. There you go. We're going to start by pulling you an oracle overview. Show me that energy focus, please, for Sagittarius. Show me. Show me that energy focus, please, for Sagittarius. Show me that energy focus, please, for Sagittarius. Show me the energy focus, please, for Sagittarius. I'm sure you will have noted that the comments are turned off and that the messages are now under an hour. I will explain both of those at the next mid-month check-in in July. Show me the energy focus, please. Oh, yes. Oh, solar flares. Oh, boy, number 17. First of all, some of you, 17 might be a number of significance. An important date. Active. We are active. Solar flares. Oh my goodness, we're activated. Wow. Many of you have recently started into something where you're just full on engaged, full throttle. Engines go, right? You are lit. And so others of you, hopefully it's not pockets of aggression or frustration. That could be it with solar flares. Yeah, sometimes you have those temporary heated moments, right? But that's part of the activation process to get things going, to get things generated, right? But that's for some of you. Otherwise, you're in a very active period right now, and it might get a little bumpy. There might be some turbulence. There might be some bumps in the road. But for right now, we are very much active. Let's see. It's on. In other words, it's on. Let's see. What's up with that? Show me. Show me Sagittarius in July. Show me Sagittarius in July. Sag is like, I'm lit. I'm active. I don't have time for this message. What's going on? Show me Sagittarius in July. And it's like, if you ain't yet, you might be. Could be coming up. I don't know, honey. But it's like, for this Sag I'm looking at, green means go. I just hope you're in a good mood. Show me Sagittarius in July, please. Show me Sagittarius in July. Show me Sagittarius in July. Show me Sagittarius in July, please. What's going on? Show me Sagittarius in July. Ace of Swords, particular truth, acting on it with the Knight of Swords and the Four of Swords. You've had a lot of contemplation on a particular subject and now you're ready to take action on it. You have really consolidated your mental energy and now you're trying to get your physical energy in order. So what it is you have been consolidating yourself towards, I do not know, but it's been sword across the board. Boom, boom, boom. First we had a restoration period. Rest, relaxed. I've had time to think. I have cleared up my thoughts. Boom, there goes my action. Whoa, out the door you go. Man, I don't notice that you have air in your chart. I mean, you could do, don't get me wrong, but it's more like, okay. So I took some time off. I've rested on a particular subject. It gave me time to clear up my thoughts. And yeah, now we're doing it. We're doing it. I don't know what you're doing, but you are taking it seriously. You have a clear thought, clear vision, and now your action's also clear. Green means go. Active, active, active. Very good. It's looking like you came out of a restful period. A lot of things were consolidated, at least mentally for you. And that's good. Mental consolidation is always a good thing. Sometimes we have to consolidate our feelings, i.e. our heart. Sometimes we have to consolidate our spirit towards something. Okay, this is what I feel to be true or I feel I'm guided towards. Okay, or this is who I am spiritually speaking. And then there's also mental consolidation, which is just as real as valid as anything else. It's just another component of who we are. So there's nothing like a clear mind, right? It's like having a clear house, which I strongly prize, right? To me, an organized home is an organized life. Same thing. If I live in an environment that is organized and loving and supportive, so too will be my mind and my heart, and so on and so forth. So right now, it's looking like you have a lot of mental fortitude in you. I know what's up. I know what to do. I got it. Wow. I don't know what that is, honey, but it's personal to you. Yes, it is. It's something that you just recently started, for some of you, investing in. Okay. Man, so clear. You're taking action, honey. Taking action? That's almost the literal translation is I know what's up. I've thought about it. I know what's up. So it's not a one-time thing. This is going to be some perpetual energy for you over the summer. Cleaning up, cleaning house, cleaning up your mind. I know what direction to take. I know what my steps are. Anything else, please, about Sag in July? Anything else, please, about Sagittarius in July? Strength. Death. Five of Cups. Yes, something here required transformation and took you strength of will to do it. I kind of get why you did it, and I think I do. You were coming from a background of pain, disappointment, hurt. Something here is not working. It's not transforming. It's not taking shape. Pride got in the way, and it kept something going longer than it should have. All it did would cause us harm and sadness. Okay. And it took converting that pride, indeed, from pride to strength of will to end something. You had to consolidate your mind towards it before you could take action towards it. I understand. So this is where we understand something's hurting us. We regret certain decisions. We just don't feel so good with the Five of Cups, right? Okay, how do we deal with it? So it's a question we all have to ask ourselves from time to time. Why is this pain lingering in me? I don't want it. There's disappointment here. I don't want it. There is regret. I don't want it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it staying. I don't know what that is to you, honey. It's looking very much like form and function to me, as opposed to, say, heartbreak. And that's simply because of all the action that is preceding it, telling me where you are going versus where you came from. So again, it's looking like form, function, utility, as opposed to, say, heartbreak and loss. I mean, it could do. I just don't know that that's it. But again, it's up to you. All right? So at first I see your strength of will, that kind of Sagittarian. I got this. I can do this. You know, I'm the archer. There's nothing I can't aim myself towards, right? And there's a certain level of pride in that, which you should. It's healthy pride. But when you aim yourself at something over and over again, it just hurts you. You got to ask yourself why you're doing it, right? And then you can convert that pride into strength. It's time to let this go. Death. And with it, the sadness and the badness goes too. Good. I see your dedication to move forward in your new principles, your new mindset specifically, a very consolidated, one direction mindset. I think you're using strength appropriately here. Accept it, absorb it. It's not working out. It's not working for you. All it did was make you feel bad. No matter what your intentions were behind it, it still just made you feel bad. Time to let it go, yeah? Easier said than done. I have an absolute love-hate relationship with those three words. Let it go. Sounds so noble. Like, forgive and forget. First of all, let me tell you, that's some bullshit advice. You can quote me. I don't care. I've lived a lot. I've experienced a lot, and I've also worked or helped people work through their own bullshit when it comes to forgive and forget. First of all, if you forget, you're a fool. You will never learn, and you will be subject to repeat whatever it is you're trying to forgive. By all means, forgive, but that's not an easy thing. You have to want to forgive, and you have to desire to forgive every day until you, in fact, believe it. Forgiveness is no easy thing, but if you will forget anything, you're so much as a fool. By all means, learn. Second chances are real. Even third chances are real for yourself, for other people. That comes down to your determination. Okay. to fix something for you, for them, two people, whatever. Forgiveness is real, but it takes work. But to forget is folly. You should never forget. You just start on a new plane of existence, of understanding something to be true. And I think that's where you are in this process of I am trying to forgive by letting it go. I have another direction. And letting it go is difficult. I have a love-hate relationship, like I said. It sounds so noble, like forgiveness. And it's like forgiveness, it's much easier said than done. Letting it go is a process. And it's the number one advice you will hear from anybody in tarot, in the mental profession, the emotional professions, all that. Yeah, let it go. Okay, thanks for that. Did I just pay $500 an hour for that? Thank y'all. Yeah. Thanks. Why didn't I think of it? Let it go. You know, it's a process. So this was a process. But when you're ready, and this is what readiness looks like, when you're ready to quit a bad habit, like smoking or drinking or drugs, when you're ready, you know you're ready. And I'm looking at a Sag who says, I'm ready. It took me forever to get here, but I found the strength to consolidate my thoughts on this subject, to take action towards it, and now live it. I am indeed willing and ready to let it go now. Sometimes feeling that pain and not wanting to feel it isn't enough to let something go, if you can believe it. Sometimes you have to feel it a long time before you are willing to let it go. And that's all part of the process. And some people, they don't stay in their feelings long enough. As soon as they feel pain, they cut it off and they let it go without having processed it, which means it'll come back later to them. So you were somewhere in between. I've lived enough of this. I've had enough experience with it. This is not helping me. I kept it around much longer than I should. Now I'm letting it go. I'm ready for it. Active. So I would say good job to you, whatever that is. I'm sorry it's so vague. I cannot tell how big or small this is in your life. I just know you're telling me you're ready. Okay. All right. Probably gave that more attention than I should have done, but it felt like a really strong point for some of you. Okay. Show me August. Show me August, please, for Sagittarius. Show me August, please, for Sagittarius. Yeah. Show me August, please. Page of Swords, Three of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. You are looking into new ways to become more ingrained into your community, your work functions, your family, your friends, your connectivity. You are actually formulating ideas and plans now as we speak to pay off for you in the future. So whatever that is to you. You've just started the investigation process. I see your curiosity, and now you're starting to take it seriously with that Three of Wands. If I look outwards to this particular shore or horizon, what can I expect to find there? So in other words, you're curious. You have become curious. You are, I believe, shopping for new activities. I believe you are shopping for new ways to become more grounded into your 3D. I think you are looking to expand in your foundation and your stability, but also ways to become more curious. You want to be re-engaged in different levels now, so it's not just about strictly work function or taking care of family and friends. I'm talking this as more of a leisure energy. At my own time and at my own leisure and at my own pace, how can I engage with other activities? Okay, how can I become more involved in the area and the environment that I'm already in? Very good. Signs of curiosity is always a good thing. It says that you're willing to explore, you are willing to partake in new things, you're willing to assume new knowledge, new experiences. That means it's good. That means you're healthy. That means you're living. That means you want to experience stuff on the emotional level, things that can impact you and that you in turn can impact others. So that's a healthy exchange, and you have just started that process. I think you're going to start exploring, basically, whatever's in your new environment, but in a not huge way. I don't think we're talking career here. I think... what can I participate in? What can engage me more? What's going to spark up my curiosity? New ways to engage yourself, feed your soul, that kind of thing. Very good. I like that. It's low-key, nothing crazy. All right? Just stuff that already exists in your reality. All right? What's going on, please? Oh, what's that? Six of Wands in reverse. I don't know what the heck that is. Six of Wands just kind of flew out in reverse. Somebody is not proud with how they looked at you, perceived you, or treated you. I don't know where that's coming from. Perhaps it's how you feel like you might not have been proud about how you were perceiving yourself. I just don't feel like it's you. Somebody's not proud of how they treated you or saw you. Like their perception of you was incorrect. And that's something that you've been healing yourself towards, is how someone saw you, perceived you, or treated you. That's a backstory for some of you. Okay? What else, please, about August? I didn't feel like it's you. And someone's not proud of how they saw you or treated you. Show me August, please. What else, please, about August for Sagittarius? Show me August. King of Pentacles. The Emperor. That's a lot of energy there. Two of Pentacles. Where'd all that come from? Where did all that come from? Who is that? Oh. Whoever had that little perception problem. Possibly. King of Pentacles. The Emperor, Two of Pentacles. I don't know what somebody wants from this. You or someone else. I don't know what they want. I don't know that they know what they want either. Got a fierceness of will here, wanting to be in control. Pride's in here as well. Sense of stability, practicalities here. Somebody somewhere, you or them, is contemplating what to do. Okay. Contemplating what to do about a situation with you, what to give to it, if anything at all. I don't know why there's so much awkwardness here. There's so much stiffness surrounding this energy. What should they do? What can they do realistically? Emphasis on the practicals here. I don't know what the question is, because I see you just exploring your environment more, being more curious, taking up new hobbies, new passions, new interests. Okay? You have a restless mind. I've seen that. You're putting things in order for yourself. You did it the hard way. You earned it, nevertheless. So I don't know what this contemplation is, this back and forth, or what even the question is. I just know that there is this question here of I want to do something. I just don't know what. And if I do something, is it the best representation of me? Am I being a solid figure in this, or is my pride getting in the way? Am I trying to control this situation, or is there anything for me to control? That's a fallacy. You can't really control anything. All you can really do is control your own reaction to things. So I don't know what the question is here about in terms of what to do with that Two of Pentacles, what to do in the real world, 3D world. I don't know what the desire is. I don't know what the drive is. Yours was incredibly simple. I just want to start focusing on the areas that are important to me. I have come to terms with something that is hurt and painful, to let it go. I'm starting to shift and change directions in my life that feel right for me, and in small, meaningful ways. Your energy has been very straightforward in this respect. You had a hard lesson, you learned it, you've applied it, and you're continuing to apply it. So what all this big energy is here, with all that intensity behind it, all that masculine intensity of I feel the need to control, I want to do something, I don't know what, but it has to be a good representation of me. I can't be seen as weak. But it has to be practical. So I don't know what the question is. If I don't see that more upon clarification, I'll go back and readdress it. So I don't know what all that's about. It just doesn't feel like it's you. Okay. Show me September, please. Show me September. Show me September. Show me September, please. Show me September. What's going on? Show me September, please, for Sagittarius. I don't know if this is a boss who you're having issues with. I don't know if this is a situation at work, because that's a lot of commanding energy, but this feels so tight and controlling, and it has to be a certain way. I just don't know what it is. Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. You're showing me constructive energy with somebody that you actually feel very good about. You're saying it comes from a good place within you with the Queen of Pentacles. You're saying it feels right, it feels fair, and it feels like a good representation of me. You're showing me your natural enthusiasm. Knight of Wands is very normal for you. I know you're used to hearing about it in the worst ways. I actually know better about the elements, so yay. No, you're showing me your natural energetic enthusiasm to constructively work through something with somebody. You're saying it feels fine, that you're perfectly fine with it. You can contribute at the Three of Pentacles level. It's fine. It's like it's no skin off my ass. It's kind of like that. You're being very cool about it. You're being super cool, super cash about it. Again, I told you that's not you. I just know these things. There's a reason I do what I do. I told you this isn't you. Your energy is so much more relaxed after you made these critical decisions, mind you, and you started acting on them. You started to relax almost immediately. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try that. I'm going to throw my hand out this and explore that and just see where it goes. I love that. You killed something that hurt you. It allowed you to free up space. You acted on it. You did what you did. You said what you said, and you meant it the whole time. That took time. That's why I applaud you for it. This takes time to let it go. There's one thing to hear it. It's another thing to feel it. You didn't let it go until you were ready. And then when you did, you took it seriously. You started shifting and tweaking elements in your life to reflect it. Very good. And you backed it up with action. Good. You rested. You healed on it. Good. And then I got you. I could do that. Oh, that was in my neighborhood. I had no idea. Hey, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can volunteer in this. Maybe I can go do this. That's all I see you doing. You freed up a lot of space. A lot of mental space. A lot of emotional space. And then I got somebody who's like, I should do something about this thing with Sag. Maybe I shouldn't. Is that the best representation of me? Will it make me look weak? Will I lose my control? I don't know where that's coming from, but it just weren't you. And then you over here, you're like, I'm fine. Look. You want to work something out? You don't want to work something out. What do you want to do? I'm here. I'm good. I know me. You're saying the Queen of Pentacles. I know me. I know my worth. If you say you want to constructively work something out with me, I can do that. Just have it be a realistic, constructive efforts. And then I'm there. So it's looking like a cooperation thing, a friendship type thing, but your energy's all for it, so long as they're cooperative elements. In other words, you're on the same page. And so this kind of fierceness about I need to be in control, but I don't want to look weak, is kind of ludicrous when your energy is so relaxed around the subject. It's like, look, you say you want to work things out with me, I'm there. We say we're friends, and if you can really work through it, I can do that. I got the energy for it. But I'm not going to get all up my ass about it, and I'm not going to get all up over it. I mean, you either can put the effort in or you can't. Just be consistent. You just want the same level of constructive efforts. So I like that this person has all that power energy, but again, it's kind of like, have you ever heard me talk about it? For sensitive people, cover your little earballs. You know, it's just because you have a big dick doesn't mean you know what to do with it. So this person's got BDE energy, but it's like they don't know what to do with it, literally. And it comes from that conflict, which is heavily masculine, is that I can't appear weak. I have to be in control, but I want to do something. So what happens is you end up doing a whole bunch of nothing. You know, so again, it's like I have all this big energy. I don't know what to do with it. And you're like, I'm the Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. You say you want to work things out with me. I'm cool. I will work things out with you. I just need to know that you're on the same constructive effort page as me, and then also P.S. be consistent about it. Because right now you're trying to eschew anything that is inconsistent and doesn't make sense. You know, you want to be open into exploration, and that even means including cooperation with somebody. And you actually feel good about it. You do. You feel good about it. You're relaxed about it. You're like, I know my worth. And I feel like I can work things with you. And in many respects, you see this person as someone that you can cooperate with, that you would even call them friend, that you actually have good enthusiasm for, healthy enthusiasm for, but you're very relaxed about it. You're very relaxed about it. They might have been one of those healing principles that I saw back here. One of the many things you had to, you know what, that's what it is. It's multifunctional, isn't it? Sorry, sometimes it takes me a minute to catch up, but I get there. So that was multifunctional healing, wasn't it? It was more than one thing. This person might have been part of that construct. Just one of many. Okay. Because when I say that you were streamlined, you were streamlined. So when you retreated, you relaxed, you took a break, you went to meditation, you went into retreat, you went on a hike, you went on vacation. I don't know. But when you came back, you had a lot of answers. You were ready. So you might have been ready to let many things go, including whatever frustration, anger, and disappointment you had with this person and in other areas of your life as well. It was multifunctional, wasn't it? So when you got active, huh? There you go. Okay. Because as far as you're concerned, you don't have any bad mojo with this person. You're like, it's peace. It's peace. And if you really want to construct something as a friendship, fine. Just be consistent. Be sincere. And relax. You don't have to control anything. It's fine. It's fine. So this big question from this person about what to do. I mean, I would ask them, why are you asking yourself that at all? Relax. You either want to constructively work through something with somebody or you don't. You can either meet them at that same level of constructive effort or you can't. So you seem relaxed. You're like, it's fine. I'm fine. I dealt with all that shit. That's all I got. I don't know how else to put it, Sad. You're just putting it. This was the most complex piece by far. That's why I took extra time with it. But for the most part, you're like, I'm chill. I'm big chill over here. I'm fine. You know? You say you want to be friends, then let's be friends. You really want to try to work something out, just fine. Just be consistent. You know? You don't have to put on all that show. You don't have to put on all that hard-ass energy. It's cool, man. It's cool. It's cool. We're cool. I can be cool. Can you be cool? Because if you can be cool, I can be cool. All right, just chill out. Relax. Something like that. Man, you did a hell of a lot of work back there, didn't you? It was multi-directional. It was multi-directional, honey. Good job. Like I said, once you get that mental clarity about what to do, how to do it, what's been lingering, how to let things go, things can become very clear very quickly. Yeah? And that included whatever this is with this person that you have, this dynamic. I don't know. Okay, anything else, please? Anything else, please? Anything else, please? Anything else, please, about September? I'm sorry, I'm saying September, but it's clearly a flow through. So I don't know at what point there is a point of contact. But it doesn't just happen in September. Your reaction to it is, I'm fine. Just be consistent. You know, we're cool. I mean, if we're such good friends, then we should be able to work it out, right? Your comfort level is very high. In other words, you're at peace with it. You're saying this friendship is a good reflection of you. So long as it's on the same page, I guess, you know? Yeah, that's you. Temperance. You've been there, you've done that. The Fool, Knight of Pentacles. You've been moving in this direction since back here when you did all the heavy lifting. Okay. Really consolidating the hardest parts of you, your past experiences, the pain, in more than one area. So I'm telling you, when you took your time out to heal, you really did a lot of work here. And you've been streamlining ever since. Good. Like, my favorite piece by far is actually the simplest piece. Is when I just see you kind of poking your head out the door. I could do that. I could do that. Huh, that could be. And again, it doesn't look like career at all. It's self-interest. You're just out there peacefully, quietly poking the world, your natural environment. You just want to get into stuff. You want to explore. You want to get out there, just do different things. Okay? I like that. That's probably my favorite piece. And then here you are in September. Look at that. That's you right there. Right there. Okay? Temperance, the Fool, Knight of Pentacles. You're in a lovely, steady course. You're calm. You're cool. You're collected. You're healed. It's like, it's no wonder you're like, man, I'm fine. You want to be friends, then let's be friends. Just make it practical. Just make it real. Just be on the same page in terms of effort and we're fine. Okay? You want to talk? Let's talk. It's fine. I'm fine. I've done a lot to be fine. I'm good. You know? Look at that. That's beautiful energy written all over you. Calm, cool, collected. You're out there, you're exploring things on your own time and in your own way, as I said. It doesn't feel rushed at all. And it isn't. Take your time. Explore your environment. Get to know yourself. Rediscover those new parts of yourself. You look great. You do. Yeah, you really do. I love this. This is that hard work. This is the payout from doing all that hard work. Really learning what to let it go means. What forgiveness means. Forgiveness of yourself. Forgiveness of others. And then things have a way of paying out in spades. And that payment, by the way, is peace. You cannot put a price tag on your personal peace. You just can't. You're wealthy indeed if you are at peace with yourself. It's not a challenge. Oh, I don't care. I don't care. That's not being at peace. That's just being in denial. When you're really at peace, it shows. And it's reflected. And you're saying, I've forgiven all that. I'm fine. You know, just in the general sense. You know, it's great. I started playing Skyrim again. I love Skyrim. Oh, my God. And I'm always an archer. I don't know what that is. I'm just a good archer. I've always been an archer. In every quest game I've ever played, I'm always the archer. I love arching. Well, the bow and arrow. That's always been my play method for most quest games. And so I always have a nickname online. And this time I chose the archer, so I have Sagittarius in 2 of my placements. And I was really feeling that, so I'm not going to give you my character name because I'm not going to let you find me online. That's not going to happen. I'm already online enough as it is. But I have a nickname, and it's the Archer of the Archer. So I named myself part of it after Sag. Absolutely. But I love this. This is great. This is great. This is great. You are so resplendent. You are so relaxed. You're so happy. You're just kind of taking life as it happens. Exploring different avenues for you. Knowing your self-worth. Knowing who you really are, taking comfort in that, pride in your home, pride in your body, pride in your sense of self-care and self-love. I'm sorry they're going through such a... They have access to those qualities too, but when it comes to approaching you or the situation, they get so stiff. I have to be in control. I don't want to look weak. And it's like, well, with that kind of attitude, you're going to look weak. You know, you can't be vulnerable. You can't open up. You're always going to look like a strong-willed, uptight, and inflexible person. Even if that's not who you are, that's how you're presenting. So therefore, you're giving people reason to believe that's who you are, even if it's not. So I kind of wish they'd let their hair down a little bit. There it is. First of the week. Yes, the first of the week, baby, since I've been back. Yes. It was raining all morning. It was an eventuality. Yes? To quote Stephen King, everything is eventual. Our Lady of Perpetual Lawn Care, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Just for you. Just for Sag. All right. Specifically, that's a trimmer. Okay. So, I gotta speed this up. I'm having fun with yours. I am having fun with yours, but I gotta keep on with my new dedication. Yes? Show me the sun, please. Show me the sun, show me the sun. We are active indeed, baby. At first I thought you might have been having temper tantrums, but nope. It's those pockets of energy bursts, isn't it? Show me the sun, please. For Sagittarius, show me that sun, please. For Sagittarius, show me that sun, please. For Sagittarius. Ah. No, they mean it too. Okay. Page of Swords, opening up the Fool. That's what's been on your mind, showing the energy consistency so far, feeling very good about it. Yes, it's, case in point, you're showing me this is why I use multiple decks, is that way people can see repeating energies just like I can. Page of Swords, the Fool, as we've seen, the King of Wands. Again, you are finding small. This is making you incredibly happy, so I want you to keep doing it because it's a low-level investment, which means it's what you can spend. Time, money, energy, effort, all that. Okay, these are all spendable concepts. You have been wanting to open up in small, meaningful ways in your life, in your environment, for a long time. You have been wanting to be curious for a long time about small stuff. Nothing. It's no big deal, but it means a lot to you. And so it does. It helps lend to your full energy. You have been investigating little things here and there. I wonder if this is right for me. I wonder if I can do this. I wonder if I can open up to that. Like I was telling Aries, I've been thinking about getting back on the bike, which is just, I don't know. The idea of it more and more lately has been making me incredibly happy. So that's one of the small ways I'm going to open myself up to my natural environment, as well as many other things. I'm going to get back into volunteering. I just recently decided that too. And the idea of it makes me happy. I haven't volunteered in years. You see what I'm saying? So finding small, measurable ways to engage in your community and just your natural lifestyle that you've been putting off, neglecting, you forgot about, whatever. Just finding new small ways to open up, and it just makes you feel so incredibly good. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. Your sun, I'm sure you've always had a strong idea of what makes you happy, but there's other little small things too that are making you happy too. And when you do that, you open up so much more into who you are naturally, and it's beautiful. And it's beautiful. I love this. I love this. I love this. It's pretty straightforward, son, and it's been what I've seen so far. This is the most curious piece by far. This person's energy is proving a sharp cornerstone somewhere in your life. I don't know. It's so oddly... It's that concession. I want to do something, but if I do, it might make me look weak. And again, that by default makes you look weak. If you ignore what you want to do or feel, yeah, that's not strength, honey. That's weakness. A lot of people confuse it. If I suppress my emotions, or if I oppress my natural instincts, I'm fine. I'm in control. No, it's the opposite of control, honey. It's the opposite. You're like, look. Do you want to work things out and be friends or not? Because I'm cool, I'm here, and I feel like this friendship of ours, whatever the hell this is worth my time, energy, and effort. Because it does mean something to me. But if you can't cooperate or engage at the same level, I'm fine with that too. It's like, peace be with you. It's fine. You don't have to be stressed out about it. I'm still here, you know? I love that. It shows that you've healed and come a long way. You know? You really did let it go. Whatever that is, you really did let it go. They, however, I don't know. I don't know so much. You're like, I'm here, man. I'm here. You know how to get a hold of me. You know. And when you work it out and you want to figure it out and hang out and have a constructive talk, I'm here. You know, I like that. I like this. I like that. I like that. I feel that too. That's what I'm saying. The plot thickens. Sag, your reading was incredibly simple up until this point. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Why'd you throw me that? Why'd you throw me that curveball? Okay. Why? Something's coming through. I don't know if you know that yet. In your process of moving on, it seems that something has become more enriched in your life. It may not be apparent yet. It might reveal itself more over time, but it's in your process of moving on or moving forward. It's not just about moving on, guys. It's about moving forward. Six of Swords. It's in that process of letting go that there's something here that seems to enrich in itself. You're either moving towards an incredibly powerful, incredibly attractive soul bond, or it's coming back to you. I do not know when. And it's ironically, of course, in that special place of, I just let this go. Well, Six of Swords, the Lovers, the Six of Cups, under the Tower. I'll see if I can dig around, get a little bit more on that. But it's in that process of you moving forward that you run right smack into it. So, if it was just one of these, okay, I might have said, oh, you're moving towards this. Okay? And that could still be true. It could be a very, very powerful and attractive connection that you have yet to meet. And you just don't know it yet. Again, in your process of moving forward. Or because the universe is not without a sense of humor, irony, or a sense of fate, that in your process of moving on, it comes back. A powerful one. It's not like we dated and, I wasn't interested. It's a little more complex. So we have history with the Six of Cups, which makes me strongly suspect it's coming back. And the Lovers itself is also an upper divinity kind of connection, very strong. Right. Emphasis on this portion, I suppose. What we call confirmation. Six of Swords, the Lovers, the Six of Cups. Yeah, so let's... I don't know if it's the same character. I could not tell you. If I was going by the downline and reading that way, then I would say yes, 100%. I don't know. That might be why they're showing me such a strong need to control, and it immediately bamboozled me. Because you are the opposite of control. I'm going with my particular flow. I'm fine. I've done a lot of work. I've been healing. I've made a lot of tremendous decisions for myself, both big and small, and you're one of them. You want to work things out? Let's work things out. I just need you to be on the same page with me. So if I'm reading it from the downline, then yes, it's this person. And if they are not as connected with themselves about this connection and what it means to them, I can see where they're having such a strong reaction to it, is I need to control myself. I want to approach this and I don't know how. Because this person does have a lot of pride, but also that sense of I need to know practically what the hell this means. And I got news. These kind of connections typically, rarely, are not practical on the surface unless we choose it. And when we choose it and it's in our lives operably, then we understand its purpose. If we don't choose it and we don't choose it well, it will never make sense to us because we're never allowing it to make sense to us in our life and how it's supposed to be there. It's also the most challenging for that reason. It's the scariest choice you could ever make, is the one that makes the least sense to you, but compels you and draws you the most and attracts you the most. So I can see where this person's kind of in a catch-22. They want this, they don't know how. What does it mean to them? It doesn't make sense. How do I participate in it? Why is this so complex? Yeah. And if it's not, if it's brand new, you're headed on due course to connect with it. It's just a matter of time. Ooh, let's jump on over to Judgment real quick. Oh my yes. Oh my yes. Show me Judgment, please. Show me Judgment. Show me Judgment, please. Show me Judgment. Show me Judgment. Show me Judgment. I just saw 6 o'clock. I don't know why. Like literally, it's 6 o'clock, like a digital, analog, or even the dial. I don't know why I say 6 o'clock. I don't know what's going on at 6 o'clock. I don't know. Of what day? I don't know. Why is 6 o'clock important? I couldn't say. I just keep saying it. 6 o'clock. Show me Judgment, please. Chariot, the Hermit. Everybody's pulling that. 5 of Swords. It was a decision, and this is you. Okay, this outside energy aside, this is I just feel that this is you. It was part of your spiritual lessons back here, and it was a very strong one. It was a very potent one, and it allowed you to kind of slingshot forward into action and taking what's best action that's suited for you. You really healed a lot of your more complicated aspects that says, I'm doing this, but no, I'm not. I'm thinking this, no, I'm not. Or I'm feeling this, no, I'm not. So you really came to terms with that. Being confrontational with the forms of you that were self-sabotaging. We all do it. It's not an insult. It's not meant to be. If you don't think you have a 5 of Swords, that's your 5 of Swords. Telling yourself something, the opposite is true when you know damn well it's not. You know, these are the things we try to get away with by telling ourselves, this happened, but this is what really happened. That didn't happen. This is how it really happened. That's self-sabotage. And under Judgment, we had to heal this. This is our biggest guy in healing. That's good. Next to your power cord, respectively. This tells me, again, how far you have come. Accepting hard truths. That's what this is. Something hurts me. No, it doesn't. That's what pride is. Right? This hurts me. No, it doesn't. That didn't affect me at all. It did. Coming to terms with that. The depth of it, to the degree, our role in it, our part in it, learning to forgive ourselves and others. As I've said, that doesn't happen out of thin air. There's the reality of it. We had to come to terms with this. And in so doing, what did I say? You started showing forward momentum almost immediately. I told you, active. It was up here, activated, activated. Once you came to terms with this and you allowed yourself to, boom, there you go. You started showing forward momentum in all the best ways. You started showing forward momentum from your heart, where it matters, what is authentic to you. I told you there's a reason why you're relaxed and you're at peace with yourself. You can't put a price tag on that. That's because you earned it. You had your ass kicked a couple of times. You had to learn things the hard way. You got to truth with it. You came to terms with it. And then you, peace. I see you opening up and exploring the things. Yeah. You're just trying to find your own sense of happiness again. Small ways. Reinvesting in you. Being curious again, exploring, getting out of your head, doing other things, keeping what works, trying other things, doing away with what doesn't work. This was your judgment call. And when you gave yourself that peace, you immediately started to launch into a place of forward, 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 but in the best ways. Not rushing it, but going at the pace that's right for you. Beautiful. Now, that was your judgment call. Dare I look at that? Oh, Lord. Okay, with that Tower. Can I get some more clarification on this situation? The Lovers, the Six of Cups. And that process of moving forward, which you have shown me repeatedly. Boom, 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 boom. I'll be darned if it's not putting you right on that path. Question is, are they brand new? Or do we know this person? Can I get more on this, please? Lovers, Six of Cups, Lovers, Six of Cups. What's going on here? It's under the Tower. Bit of a surprise, bit of a shock. Hard understanding. What about it? The World. Yes, I know. I said that. As you moved on, as you cycled out, as you moved forward, the Magician. It's almost like you're being summoned back to it. 67 for some of you is important. I've been saying that like crazy, or at least I feel like I have been. I don't know why 67 is a confirmation number for some of you, or 6 and 7. As we have cycled things out, moved on, etc., as discussed, there has become a sharper energy here that somebody is carrying, that they seem to know what they want more and more. And part of that is with the understanding of the soul bond. But it's rough. It's rough. Somebody's still in denial about it, so they don't openly manifest. So in other words, it's dragging things out. One of the reasons it was cycled out is because it was repeatedly not chosen in the correct ways. Somebody would not share their feelings. Hanged Man, Four of Cups. That's directly non-active sharing of feelings, directive non-active participation, not because the love isn't felt, but because it's not being expressed. Do you understand? So the more we cycle out and we have repeating patterns with our soul bonds, then in other words, somebody's not learning the lesson. The lesson's not taking. The connection can't be appreciated, therefore it can't be accepted. What did I say all the time, guys? The Lovers has to be chosen in order to keep it. We don't choose it by not expressing ourselves towards it. We don't choose it by not being honest with it, etc. So it's very easy to have a cycle in, cycle out with a soul bond. And that's what you're showing me. It's something that we've gone around with a couple of times, what I call a rodeo. You might have had a couple of rodeos with this person, where it's the same dynamic, and you both learn something a little different every time you come back around to it, but it still kind of ends the same way, with the struggle to kind of understand the main enchilada, okay, the main reason, the main source of this connection. There's always a little bit of a lesson learned every time, and somebody always gets a little bit more confident about manifesting this connection every time, but that's only upon the exit of it. In other words, we seem to have to learn things the hard way before we allow ourselves to accept it the next time. And that's true for a lot of people. In other words, it doesn't make this connection any easier. And all I can tell is that, yeah, someone, every time there's a cycle around this concept of the Lovers and the Six of Cups, somebody gets a little bit better about manifesting it, a little bit stronger of an idea of why they want it, but still not embracing the full concept of it, and that is simply their feelings. Okay? Someone is still delaying on choosing to speak their feelings, understanding them, speaking them. And that's what really keeps this connection from connecting fully. So you can see where I see the hesitation, where the energy is in such sharp contrast to yours, which is a lot more relaxed, learned. I learned a lot. I'm good. I've forgiven myself. I've forgiven the situation, and not just you, but with other areas of my life too. And theirs is so much more tight. They got a lot of big energy. But I think that what they're trying to control the most is what hurts them the most and the connection the most. And that's the feelings. By all rights, honey, I have every reason to believe there will be another round with this person. I don't know to what extent. I don't know. I just know that it's there. Okay? It will present itself or it won't over the course of the next couple of months. I already see them contemplating it and you're like, I'm fine. I'm fine. If you say you really want to be friends and work things out with me, I just need you to mean it. Like, mean it. And we'll be fine. Or at least I will be. I'm good now. Other than that, again, it's easier said than done. Just because I'm looking at it and it makes sense to me doesn't mean it makes sense to you or the other person. It's kind of like the equivalent of telling this person to let it go. Just open up. Just say how you feel. It has the same effect. It just falls flat. When somebody's uncomfortable with their feelings and they're used to being in control and they don't comfortable expressing themselves, just say how you feel. That's like in one ear, out the other. It's like telling you. How many times did somebody tell you, just let it go? And it was in one ear, out the other. When they're ready, they're ready. Just like when you were ready, you were ready. But again, if that's not in a space where you can be, where you can hang out with that indecisiveness and the flakiness, and I don't know how to express myself. If you can't hang out there, then you don't need to. You don't have to. Your Sagittarius already told me you know what your worth and your value is, and you're open to exploring other things that enhance you. And that if they're not in a place where they can connect with you at an equal level, par for course, constructively as friends and mean it, then you don't need to be there. You're not worried about it. You're fine. So if this presents itself in a way that's still unsatisfying to you, or it has a bigger picture, or somebody can't express their feelings, then you don't have to accept it. You already have your particular forward momentum. You've kind of flung yourself out there into the sun and you're fine. Okay? So yeah, you're still doing you is the greater point. So I don't want you to put too much stress on this should it come back up over the next couple of months, and I have every reason to believe that it will. At that level of connectivity, yeah. It just depends. You know? The more you feel you need to control, of course, the irony is the less control you actually have. You just end up controlling yourself. It's that old concept of do you own your things or do your things own you? That sense of control. Do you really have control, or is your sense of control just controlling you? You know what I mean? It's that. Anyway, sorry. G. One letter, G. And big masculine glasses. Somebody wears glasses full time, or they're kind of large shape, something like that. The great white shark, Scorpio energy. Aries, Aquarius, the frog with the coin in its mouth, prosperity. It was in reverse, so something's not prosperous, or it is prosperous. It's pretty simple, right? Let's see, what is it? Okay, God, it wants to be in the reverse. Everybody's getting Pegasus. I would never pull Pegasus, and now everybody's getting Pegasus. This time it was in the reverse, twice. The lacking of sense of freedom, sense of self. I can't just claim what I want to do. I don't have that sense of independence or being able to act on my own. I don't have that freedom. Whereas if somebody really well and truly felt that they were in control, they know that they could take flight. Okay, that's real control, is understanding that you don't, but that you do have choice. You can either go after what you want or you can't. N, It depends. You have to know what you want. Okay, that's enough. 2 letters. 2 medallions. A couple of other folks. Okay. All right, Sag honey, I hope this helped you. I will see you in approximately 2 weeks. I believe it will be the general overview at that point. I think it's been a while since I've done one. But yeah, I do hope this helped. It was interesting. I like your stronger points here if I learned what I needed to learn, even if it was the hard way. And I'm much better for it. I'm stronger, and you know what? I'm good. I'm really good. I'm chill. I'm me. Right? And you're at peace. I like that. I like that. That's hard-earned peace, too. Okay. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Take care. Be well.